Hi, Scott here again with TopRealtorsResource.com. Just going back into how you can get the most bang for your buck using 99 Designs running a contest. And our example has been for the first video, and for this video we'll be continuing logo design. So once you've actually started the contest, it's going to go straight into a qualifying round, and this is open to all designers. Anybody can submit a logo to your contest, which is great because you want, and basically the more the better. The more competitive it gets, the higher quality designers, the better the logos get, and they kind of build off of each other. So your goal is to attract the most designers you can, and how we're going to do this is we're going to go find designers that we want to bring into our contest. And I think they have about 20 maximum you can invite per day. So we're just going to kind of scroll through here, and we're going to go look through some live contests right now. We're going to take a look through and find a few designers that look like they'd be a good fit for us. So let's just kind of go in here a little bit deeper, see what's out there. So right now I'm just going to find maybe a logo that's similar to something I'm looking for. Interesting with an R. I have an R in my logo. Let's see, 141. That's interesting. Okay, let's check this one out. RE Invest Brokerage. Okay, so let's check out their contest. So first thing I'm going to do is click on order by rating. I want to see who his favorite designers are. Okay, and this is going to kind of weed through all the riffraff, and we're going to get to the best. So this is a very clean design. I like this style. Might not be the logo for me, but I know this guy definitely has the talent for a guy that I'd want in my contest. Here's another one. Actually, I like this guy a little bit better. Very clean. I like how his logo presentation is very professional, and that's what I look for. So I'm going to invite him to my contest. So we're going to click on his name. We're going to view his designer profile, and really what you want to do here, you want to invite him to your contest. Once you start it, invite. And you want to make it a little, you don't want to make it boilerplate. You want to personalize it, and you want him to think you really want him in there, which you do. Now, like I said, you can do at most 20 of these a day, per day, and I recommend you do it because this is how you're going to get the best talent in your contest. So you can just write something I really like your logo design. Designed for my contest. And write something else to maybe a little more personalized if you can. Your logo design style. Let's correct that. And let's just send it off. And now he's got an invite to my contest. And he looks like a legitimate designer. He looks like he could actually bring some quality to my contest, and that's what I want. And I'm gonna go through. You do that to as many designers as you want, but that's the whole idea, is to attract more designers the better, pretty much. And if you can go through, find some designers that you really like and designers you really want to focus some attention on and work with, that's how you get the most bang for your buck here. So that's one tip. Now I did mention it was a 4-day contest, a 4-day qualifying round. If you want, it's very easy to extend the contest if you want to. All you have to do is, they have a little chat box. Excuse me. Let's go on the correct page. Can't get out of here. Alright. let's see here. Let's go to start a chat right here. Okay, so I was already talking to one earlier, and I was doing another example on another video, but they're really, they're very accessible. They're very easy to work with. If you ever want to extend your contest, just talk to me. Hi, I would like to extend and helps offline. Usually they're there, but you get the idea. Okay, and just touching back on the qualifying round, as I originally told you, there's a 4-day period in which the qualifying round runs. Now, at any point, if you want to extend that time frame, you can. And let's say 4 days isn't enough. Let's say you want it for 6 days. All you have to do is go down here, click the live help window, and you can start chatting. You ask them, hey, I'd like to extend my contest for 3 days. They'll extend it, no problem. No questions asked, not a big deal. So always keep that in mind, okay? If you're not satisfied with what you have, get an extension. Extend your contest. That's fine, and they're very accommodating. Another thing, when you're running the qualifying round, one thing I recommend is never give, and let me give you a brief introduction. So kind of how it works is you have a rating system. Basically, this is my current contest. This is for the Top Realtors Resource logo. So this is something that I'm actually working on right now, and by the time you see this video, you'll see the logo that I had created in this contest. So these are some of the designs that I liked, and you can see them as a ratings. And what I recommend is only rate, a single star has potential, 2 stars right direction, 3 stars good design, 4 stars great design, 5 stars leading contender. Now don't give out a 5-star right away. You want to really pull that one back, because this is how you want to keep this contest as competitive as possible. And one of the ways to do that is, now you're seeing this where I have 44 minutes left, okay? About an hour, 2 hours ago, I just started giving out 3 stars. This entire 4-day period, I was giving 1 to 2 stars. That's it, okay? And the reason being, I wanted to feel like everybody was in the game. I didn't want to feel like anybody was leaps and bounds ahead of one another. And so you want to make it as competitive as possible. A 1 star is something that I think doesn't even have a chance. 2 stars, something I like. Maybe there's some I like more than the others, but I'm going to give them a 2 star because I want to see what those other designers have to offer. So in the first 4 days, only give 1 to 2 stars, and only up the ante to 3 stars at a point in which you're about to choose your finalists, or to help you get organized, which is what I was doing about an hour and a half ago. I was trying to figure out which logos really stood out to me, and just to really make it very clear cut. And so these are a couple logos that kind of jumped out to me. I feel like they're designers that I could work with, and they definitely have the talent. Very clean logos. I like the colors. I like their portfolios. And I think these designers have potential to create my last finished logo, my final product. So that's why I've ranked them higher than the others, as you'll see down here. And also, you have an option to comment, which I highly recommend. So let's look at this guy, for example. Let's see if I made a comment on here. So a lot of times you can write back and forth with other logo designers, and you can talk about the current design, and you can tell them things you want them to change, you want them to adjust, and it's great. So this guy here, I need it to be TRR, please work on a design with that, which is something I told him to work on. And I think this looks great, but the acronym is TRR, Top Realtors Resource, so that's not going to work for me. So I had to let him know that, and he's going to make adjustments moving forward, and that's kind of how the contest works. And then just to briefly go over the contest I currently have, so this is one that I started. I started 6 days. I started about yeah, 6 days ago, and I have 71 designers. That's 71 individual people. I have 264 designs that have been submitted for me. That's amazing. All for this price, $349. There's only going to be one winner out of 71 designers. So, I mean, this is what you want when you're getting your logo design. You have a plethora to choose from. So, I highly recommend 99 Designs, and I'll show you guys one more cool thing. Once you have selected your finalists, you go to the final round, and you really have a chance to work with the designers, and you get to really work on your designs, and that's where the contest really starts, because you narrow it down to 6 designers, and these designers know that one out of the 6 is going to win. So they put their all into it, and they work with you closely, and they really start working hard, and they spend a lot of time and a lot of energy working on your logo. So this is kind of just the qualifying round. Is really just to find a qualified logo designer for you, somebody that has kind of the style you're looking for, and then the when you select your finalists and you go to your final round, that's where you really work on the logo, and that's where you polish it up and really come to your finished product. Now, once you have, let's say you have 3 or 4 logos that you can't decide between, you're going to create a poll. You're going to say, hey, I want to share with some friends on Facebook. I want to email a few people. I want to show a few people my logos and have them help me decide which one would be best for my company. Having some technical difficulties here. There we go. So let's create a poll. So you're going to select 4 logos. You can select up to 8 logos. And you're going to launch your poll, and you're going to share it on Facebook. You can share it on email, however you want, but it's just the coolest thing. You can just send them the link. It's that simple, and they're going to go to it, and they're going to vote on it, and you'll have some great feedback from your friends and whomever you wish to share it with on your logo, and giving you a sense of direction, like what decision you should make. It's very easy. And just lastly, I obviously, as you can tell, I'm a big fan of 99 Designs and what they do. I've worked on several projects, several designs. I've worked on websites, website design, you name it. I've done it on here. I highly recommend it. Any questions, please leave some comments. I'm happy to respond. I hope my tips and strategies will help you achieve success on here with your projects. And once again, my name is Scott from TopRealtorsResource.com, and thanks for your time.